Hello everybody, my name is Gregor Gundin and I'm going to be talking about Park Chan-wook's Oldboy, which is the adaptation of the manga series distributed by Dark Horse Comics about Dae-su, a man who is walking home one day after a drunken disorderly, and he ends up being captured and basically kidnapped and put into prison for 15 years. While he's in the prison, he's sitting there just writing down the names of every single person that he had ever done wrong to, because he is not giving any reason as to why he's put into jail. And the mystery goes on from there. The things that I love about this film are the cinematography, for one, which I find to be absolutely legendary, because it really looks like it is just painted. The entire thing looks like one big painting. Like the different color usages, how the skin pops in one section, but around the edges it's actually shadowed. It's almost like a charcoal painting. And the cinematography in this film is just really, 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 really good. The next thing I would think that the next thing that I like about this movie is the direction and the direction of this fight scene, which has been dubbed the hallway fight scene, which is a legendary fight between Dae-su and a bunch of bad motherfuckers. He's sitting there fighting all these people, and what's so phenomenal about this fight is that one, it's one shot, and two, it is so realistic. He's sitting there fighting for his life, but at the same time, he's beating a lot of people up, but in a very realistic way, and that he actually gets injured quite a bit himself. And I really, really do love that. It's just very, very realistic. The next thing that I really love about this film is that I love Dae-su's script. His script is fantastic. Everything that he's like sitting there thinking to himself, they all sound like little poems that are going on in his head. He's very, very dark, bleak, just sitting there like talking about how badly he's been fucked over, and like how there's no hope at all. It's just everything that Dae-su has to say is just absolutely phenomenal. The next thing that I would have to say is that the bad guy, I won't say in this part, but I'm going to say after an intermission, the spoilers, that the bad guy in this film, if you can even call him a bad guy, I can't. I sympathize greatly with his situation in the film. So the bad guy, I really do feel for him in this film, which is something rare and something wonderful, because in films, bad guys are always portrayed as these, leering, evil assholes that just like all they are just like one-note characters. They're just designed to like kill everybody and like ruin everybody's life. But once you actually start learning more about him, I started falling in love with the main bad guy. And now for the spoiler section, but a quick intermission.
This is an intermission. Intermission! Go get some popcorn. Go do something. Get the fuck out of here. I'm dead serious, y'all. Get out of here. Alright, whatever. Dicks.
What's wrong with this movie? The movie itself is extremely gross. It's a very, very gross film. Like, there's a scene with Dae-su eating a live squid. It's just absolutely disgusting. There's another scene where a bunch of ants, like CGI ants, start coming out of his mouth and covering his face. It's a really, really, really nasty scene. There's another scene where Dae-su is like putting a hammer right to someone's tooth and breaking his teeth out, and it shows everything. I mean everything. And this gets into the spoiler part. So the problem with this movie is that the very first time I watched it, that there's incest involved, and I won't even say exactly how the incest is in the movie. It's just that there's incest in the story, and that's like the big twist at the end. But at the same time, after watching it a second time, it really does not bother me at all. It's just, after watching it a second time, I stop getting so shocked by it, and I start really, listening to the meaning behind it, and listening to the bad guy. The bad guy himself, he got fucked over, but at the same time, you could really tell that he was truly, genuinely in love, and that's the interesting part about this, is that even with these taboos that I have set up in my mind, the possibility that he was truly in love with who he was in love with was just it's eye opening. It makes you think a lot more about humanity itself and what we base our taboos on. Now, I'm going to give this movie a solid 2 thumbs up. It's hilarious because Jack thought, because I said a comment in Rush's review. I ended up doing a comment saying, I didn't really care for the twist. But that's before I watched the movie again. So, ha ha ha, I really love the movie. Go watch it. I mean, if you don't watch this movie, just watch this movie. Come on. Just do it.